First things first, ladies and gentlemen. After a weekend from looking at the Konami article coverage from the Team YCS 3v3, congratulations to Kevin, aka Distantcoder, Matthew, and Pierre. And when it comes to the decks of choice, respectfully, Pierre with Malice, Matthew with Mitsurugi, and Kevin, aka Distantcoder. For today's episode, we are going to go over the study of the whole entire concept of Artmage. Artmage happens to be a series of fusion-based decks that represents the lore of Medius the Pure Fusion Edition. And the idea is it's a control game where you have to control multiple types at all times in order for you to get your quick effects of Artmages as much as you can. So, in-depth guide to Artmage. Starting off fresh, the main character, Medius the Pure, level 4, Dark Fairy, for some reason, 1800 both ways. Upon no more special, you can add to your hand or special summon one power patron monster from your deck. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one monster from your hand or face up field into the deck, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Each effect once per turn. Now, before we go over the rest of Artmage cards, I already know for that fact that if you noticed that, first of all, I had it set to unlimited just so I can get the TCG version of the winning 3v3 deck list up, specifically the Artmage Canine, because when it comes to Artmage specifically, no one knows anything about the archetype. And because people have been playing it incorrectly, we are going to do the study of the archetype itself. And when it comes to Medius the Pure, to assist a power patron monster, that would be Artmage Power Patron. Level 1, Earth Illusion, for some reason, and not a wing beast, 300 attack, 200 defense. Hey, Karibo stats. And it's a level 1, so 1 for 1, Where Art Thou, Jack in the Hand, and so forth. You can't special from the extra deck except fusions. Each of the following effects once per turn. During the main phase, as a quick effect, you can perform a fusion summon of a Artmage fusion monster or one Nerva, the power patron of creation, from your extra, using this card you control and monsters from your hand or field. Basically, this Artmage is the Blazing Cartesia. If this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can add one Artmage spell trap from your deck to your hand, with a different name from the cards in your graveyard. Very early game on, if you literally have nothing, you can just literally search any Artmage spells and traps. Now, to talk about the rest of the main deck monsters. Finmel, Grufflair, Littera. The idea about these guys, to be specific, is that if you control an Artmage card, spell/trap included, this lets you free special summon from the hand, and this lets you enable to do the following effects. Littera here lets you get one Artmage card, spell/trap included, from your graveyard to your hand. Grufflair here lets you straight up set one Artmage spell from your deck, and then Finmel lets you draw a card. Artmage Littera. Level 3 Light Spellcaster. Searchable from Ursula Whiteforest Synchro. 400 attack, 1800 defense. You take no battle damage involving this card. And when it comes to the on-field effect of Littera, during your opponent's main phase, as a quick effect, you can special one Artmage monster from your hand or graveyard that isn't Littera, then return this card from the field to the hand. So it's quick effect, reborn, and escape. Awesome. Graflair here, Light Dragon. Well, technically the dragon part, Bestials. And as I was inspecting the artwork of Graflair, turns out there's a tail, which makes it a dragon. Makes sense. Level 5, K9, 2100 attack, 1500 defense. The first time this card will be killed by battle each turn, it is not. And then in this one, it is a quick effect if you have 3 or more monster types on your field. The case is, you can target one spell trap your opponent controls, kill it. Interesting. Finmail, being a level 7, free normal via Cash Chair of Birth, by the way, Light Warrior, 2400 attack, 1500 defense. Your opponent cannot target level 6 or lower Artmage monsters you control within card effects. Targeting protection of the lower level Artmages. Awesome. In this one, if you happen to control 3 or more different monster types as a quick effect during the main phase, to be specific, you can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. Also, until the end of this turn, their attacks become halved. Non-targeting, by the way, which is huge. Onwards to the Artmage traps, because, you know, small amount. Artmage Pat Awakening. 1 effect per turn and only once that turn. So 1 effect or the other, can't do both. You either A, special 1 Artmage monster or Medius the Pure from your deck. Also, for the rest of this turn, the activation of your cards and effects that include an effect that fusion summons a fusion monster cannot be negated. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when a monster is fusion summoned this way. So the first effect is the Artmage version of Branded Lost. Or B, you can banish this from grave, then target 1 Artmage monster you control. The resolution is, kick it back to the hand or extra, and if you do, kill 1 card your opponent controls. Non-target destruction, which is huge. Artmage Peripetia Turmoil. Normal trap. The turn you activate either of these cards' effects, you can't special from your extra deck except fusions. Each of the following effects once per turn. Target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard. Target is cost. The resolution is, kick back 1 Artmage monster you control to the hand or extra deck, and if you do, special that target to your field, but negate its effects. If this card is sent to the graveyard to activate the effect of Artmage Academic Arcane Arts Acropolis, which we'll get into in a bit, you can add 1 Artmage spell from your grave or banishment to your hand. Artmage spells. Artmage Movement Pedigree. Each effect once per turn, and you can't special from the extra deck except fusions. During the turn, you activate either of these effects. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special 1 Artmage monster from your deck in defense with a different name than the cards you control. If this card is sent to the graveyard to activate the effect of Artmage Academic Arcane Arts Acropolis, alliteration. You can add one Artmage trap from your grave or banishment to your hand. Artmage Varnish Alteration. Each effect once per turn. Place one Artmage Academic Arcane Arts Acropolis from your deck or graveyard face up in your field zone, or if you control Artmage Academic Arcane Arts Acropolis, add one Artmage card from your deck to your hand instead that isn't Varnish Alteration. And this next effect is where a lot of people haven't really paid attention to the graveyard effect, but the graveyard effect is what made it super important for the Artmage player to most of the time make a quick comeback and it's game from there. So this next effect is something you have to pay attention to. When your Artmage monster is targeted for an attack, you can banish this from grave, negate that attack, then you can special one Medius the Pure from your hand. Artmage Vandalism Assault. Continuous spell. Hard once on the activation per turn. Upon activation, you can add one Medius the Pure from your deck to your hand. So it's tanky specifically for Medius the Pure. You can target one face-up monster you control. If that face-up monster will be used as fusion material this turn, it can be treated as an Artmage monster. So basically, this is where if you don't have any legal targets in terms of Artmage names, Vandalism Assault can fix that for you. Once per turn on the Artmage treatment effect, and then the other effect, which is not a once per turn, if Artmage Academic Arcane Arts Acropolis you control will be killed by a card effect, you can send this card you control to the graveyard instead. So built-in saving grace. Nice. Artmage Masterwork Succession. Quick play spell. Each effect once per turn. During the main phase, fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field, including an Artmage monster. Then, if a card is in a field zone, that monster gains 500 attack. Doesn't gotta be your field spell, by the way. As long as a field spell exists, 500 attack boost. During your main phase, you can banish this from grave, then target 3 Artmage cards with different names in your graveyard, shuffle them back into the deck. And again, each effect once per turn. And before we go any further, if you noticed from the extra deck, a few disclaimer. 1, the 15th card slot from the extra deck is not existed in Master Duel, but in TCG there is. And the card from the fusion is called Artmage Non-FINITO. Sooner rather than later, once she's released in Master Duel, that's the 15th extra deck card that Coder play because, you know, let's be real, Master Duel, TCG, and OCG are basically months span of difference between the mechanics in terms of what's being released with new product and so forth. But Artmage Non-FINITO is the 15 card from the extra deck. And this is the card to be specific in terms of fusion summon. If not for the sake of Artmages, you got Guardian Chimera, which is generic by using different names. But the thing is, you have to include at least an Artmage monster in terms of material. Elia Sylvia. If you're wondering about how to summon Elia Sylvia, Artmage Litera being a light spellcaster, and the illusion, Artmage Power Patron as well as the non-existent card in Master Duel, but it does exist in TCG land, Artmage Non-FINITO, being an illusion monster as well for the sake of Elia Sylvia. And last but certainly not least, Artmage Academic Arcane Arts Acropolis. During your main phase, you can normal summon one Medius to Pure in addition to your normal summon set. This is your double summon of Medius to Pure. Hard once per turn on a double summon. And this next effect, it is not a once per turn. Basically, Ash Blossom is not enough to stop this field spell. Keyword, not once per turn. You can discard one spell trap and declare one Artmage monster card name that is not among the monsters you control and has not been declared for Artmage Academic Arcane Arts Acropolis this turn. Add that monster from your deck to your hand, and you can't special for the rest of this turn except Artmage, Medius to Pure, or from the extra deck. Onwards with Kevin, aka Distantcoder's YCS 3v3 winning deck list. 2 Droll, 3 Molcharmy Fuelos, 3 Ash Blossom, Called by the Grave, 3 Infinite Impermanence, and then the Canine package. Keep in mind, this version is TCG version to be specific. 3 Canine Izuna, 1 Joko, 2 Lantern, 1 Lupus, 1 single copy of Case for Canine because it's limited in the TCG, forced release. As for the Medius / Artmage cards, you got 2 Medius to Pure, 2 Artmage Power Patron, 1 Littera, 2 Grifflares, and I forgot about the 3 K9 Naroi. Excuse me on that one. Artmage Female, 3 Varnish Alteration, 3 Artmage Academic Arcane Arts Acropolis, Vandalism Assault, Masterwork Succession, Pat Awakening. Extra deck consists of 2 copies of Artmage Diatoris, level 8 Light Fairy Fusion, 2800 attack, 2500 defense. That takes Medius to Pure and an Artmage monster to make it. You can target 1 monster anywhere on the field. Target is cost. The resolution is changes battle position. When your opponent activates a card or effect on the field, if you have 3 or more different monster types on your field, as a quick effect, you can negate the activation as in never happened, and if you do, kill that card. And if for some reason this fusion summon card gets killed, he lets you special summon 1 Medius to Pure from your hand, deck, or banishment. Each effect once per turn. Nerva, the Power Patron of Creation. Level 10, Earth, Illusion, Fusion, Hot Rhymes. That takes 3 Artmage monsters to make it. 3,300 both ways. Must first be either Fuse Summon or Contact Fuse in defense by attributing 3 monster types that are very different. Hard ones on the special summons. While a card is in the field zone, doesn't matter whose field spell by the way, this card cannot be killed by card effects. Once per turn, soft once per turn by the way, when you activate an Artmage monster's effects as a quick effect, you can change the effect to destroy all cards your opponent controls, which is a little too nuts. And then the third Artmage fusion monster, again, which doesn't exist at the moment when this video goes up for Master Duel. I already know for that fact that it's far behind in terms of receiving new support, but again, the 15th and final slot happens to be Artmage Non-FINITO, the other illusion fusion monster, which helps you make Elia Sylvia in that specific line. So it's 2D Taurus, Nerva, and then the fourth slot is Artmage Non-FINITO. It will be in the description below if you guys don't know about the card. Azamina Elia Sylvia, again, that will be succession for the sake of fusion summoning by using Littera or Artmage Power Patron. Otherwise, it's like if you have Littera along with any illusion targets, that's easy access to Elia Sylvia. Guardian Chimera, again, generic, so no issue. The only link monster, Saryuja. And then Typhon, Canine Package, Ripper, Jax, and then the Nash Knight package, which is Nash Knight, Chaos Xyz Nash Knight, number 104, and Chaos 104. That is your main deck of the YCS winning Artmage Canine list. And the extra deck, again, Non-FINITO is the 15th card slot from the extra deck. And keep in mind, I had it set to unlimited because, once again, this is the TCG YCS 3v3 winning list. And then the side deck, three Ghost Spell, three Mole Charming Perulia, Bestial Magnuma, Bestial Druisworm, three Nibiru, triple Tactics Talent, and three Solemn Warning. And this has been Distantcoder, aka Kevin's deck profile on Artmage K9. Congratulations to the winning team of 3v3. And again, Artmage K9 deck list, everyone. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And to the Master Duel peoples, to be specific, if you are a brand new or a returning player, be sure to use my campaign code in the description below so we can gather this year's leftover campaign prizes. I thank you guys for tuning in, and once again, congratulations to Team Aries, which consists of Kevin, aka Distantcoder, for going over the Artmage K9 profile, Matthew with Mitsurugi, and Pierre with Malice. Catch you guys next time.